Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to England. We are at the Three Swans Hotel in Market Harborough. Hi Michael.
Hi, good morning.
We have such a fun day planned. Haddonstone has the best itinerary for us. Today we are going to see two historical gardens.
Yes, absolutely.
That are like so different from each other, which is so fun. We are going to Waddesdon.
Yes.
Right, which is a French-inspired kind of Victorian garden from Ferdinand de Rothschild, right? So
Yes.
very Victorian, very fancy, very elegant and opulent. And then compare that to Stowe, which was designed by
Capability Brown or Sir Lancelot Brown.
Yes, which is an absolute amazing landscape architect. He was an architect, right?
Yes.
And we are just I'm so excited to see the two gardens compared to each other and to see what they are and the historicalness of it. And I have an amazing point of view. This guy right here, because I want to see what he has to say about these two gardens and what basically through the eyes of a landscape designer.
Well, and the thing again that I kind of constantly tell is little pieces of inspiration for everyone. They can take you. I mean, these are amazing. They're magnificent.
Yeah.
But we can get ideas for our own yards and give you inspiration.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be really fun.
So excited. So we're off first to Waddesdon, which is about 90 minutes away from here, where we're staying in look at this place. Look at this place. And I just have to say, this fountain right here, look at this thing. Isn't that beautiful? And then the hanging baskets on the wall. Oh,
and you know what's so neat about it is look at the installation. You have the Haddonstone with the cast limestone accented with brick, and it just gives this old, wonderful feeling.
it's so gorgeous.
Isn't it great?
Oh, it's so gorgeous. And at Waddesdon, there's actually some Haddonstone as well. So we will see it. I'm so excited. Let's hop in the car on the opposite side of the road and go check everything out. Waddesdon Manor was built in the late 1800s by Baron Ferdinand de Rothschild as a place to entertain guests and display his art collection. Inspired by the great chateau of the Loire Valley, the estate features dramatic architecture and highly structured gardens designed by French landscape architect Aly Linné, who was known for creating dramatic, formal landscapes inspired by the great French estates.
So we're at Waddesdon Manor, and what's so amazing, this is a chateau, what's so amazing is it's very French in the style. Andrew Lenotre, who did Versailles, everyone wanted to emulate that style. And what's interesting, if people want to know, well, what makes it French? It's a manipulation of planting. It's a very, very formal, controlled way of laying out a garden. And the difference between, and you'll see in our videos, between the English style versus the French style is, in the French style, the plants are manipulated. You'll notice behind us the topiaries. You'll notice that even in the parterre garden, they use lawn as a border. Sometimes they'll use boxwood. Then there's a Euonymus fortunii, which is that very small thing. And then inside the parterre is an assortment of plants and flowers. Right now we have English daisy and hyacinths, but what's amazing about that is they're very controlled. It's the same plants. You'll notice a line of the English daisy, a line of the hyacinth, a line of, so that everything is repetition, and it's extremely, extremely manipulated and formal. Gorgeous, beautiful, but again, very controlled, very symmetrical, very formal. And when you look at it in whole, I mean, it's a very dramatic look. When we go and look at like Stowe, which we're going to look at, you'll see there's some similarities in terms of architecture, the symmetry, but it's the plant materials and the way they lay things out that really changes. This is beautiful, and it's a perfect example of a French garden. Looking at this, you'll notice that you have the metal edging, and then instead of a boxwood hedge, they've used lawn, and then behind it is euonymus, two varieties of euonymus. It's for euonymus fortunei, and so you get the variation in color. And then behind that, so it's almost tiered, you have the English daisy, and then you have the hyacinth for the color mixed with the English daisy. But again, look at the repetition. It's not just free-flowing. You have the white all the way around, which gives you a border. First you have the grass, the green border, then you have the euonymus, two tiers of it. One is variegated yellow, one is variegated green and white. And then as you get to the next tier, again, everything is tiered off with the metal edging. You have the white English daisy, and it's always the same color, which I will assume they haven't started blooming yet, but I'll bet they're all the same color.
I bet they are too, yeah. And this is really amazing. This is their seasonal change. They change this up as they go. And I was reading back in the time of when Rothschild lived here, they would, if there was a storm at night, the gardeners would come out early in the morning and replace all these bedding plants, just so it always looked absolutely perfect.
Pristine, yes.
Yeah, talk about making nature do what you want it to do.
Right, it's controlling nature rather than letting it do its own thing. I mean, this is magnificent. There's nothing, you can't look at this and say, wow, this is magnificent. And again, relating it to our own garden, if you want the more formal feel, you can do a small version of this and kind of control it. But I love the fact that you have the different layers, different levels. And what they've done is they've used the metal edging to create the levels, and then using this planting to create, again, like almost the parterres.
Yes, this is amazing. And you're right. Even if someone had a really small garden, I could see them incorporating something like this.
Absolutely.
And this is the Victorian style.
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen the BBC's Victorian Flower Garden show, it's amazing. Watch it. And it talks all about this, using these bedding plants, which it's not cheap. Takes a lot of work, takes a lot of labor, but isn't it gorgeous? And it's not even in full bloom yet. Can you imagine this in the summer?
And for a homeowner that says, well, how can I relate to that? One small area of the garden, one little area that you do this, the amount of pleasure you get out of it without overdoing it would be amazing.
And you don't have to have a huge fountain with horse statues, which, by the way, they cover statues when there's a risk of frost. So sadly, the statues are covered, but that's okay. We can imagine it, and we'll just have to come back, right, Michael?
Yeah, we'll come back. And I mean, again, you talk about manipulation, but look at these topiaries. These are yews.
Used.
These are a yew.
Y-E-W.
Yes. Wow. Taxus, T-A-X-U-S, Taxus. And these have been topiaried. You can see, and what I love about it, you have the globe, and then you have like the mushroom. And then the globe and the mushroom. So again, it's repetition, but again, it's manipulation that is just amazing.
And even that tree behind, what's that tree behind it? What do you think that is?
I think...
like a cherry laurel or something?
It may be a cherry laurel, yes.
I mean, even that, you're forcing it to be a certain shape.
Yes.
Right? Just showing the power that the homeowners have. What do you even call them homeowners? The Lord of the Manor has over nature. It's just incredible. Same thing with the espalier. It's just, it is so neat.
But again, I think the thing that's, as show a shot of this, this is really interesting. The building is so ornate and rococo. I mean, it is magnificent, but you can see the shapes of the topiaries kind of emulate the shape of the building.
Oh, yeah.
So,
you're right. Oh, my gosh,
exactly,
you're right.
Exactly.
Spoken so they're like a true landscape designer. See, that is what you're looking at.
That's
when
what I'm looking at. I look at the architecture,
you're
I look at the planting.
Oh, this is just absolutely incredible. We have to go see if the aviary is open.
That would be great.
Am I saying that word right? Aviary?
Aviary.
Aviary. There we go. All right. I am absolutely obsessed with this espalier. It's ivy, and you can only imagine the amount of work that goes into maintaining this and making sure the ivy doesn't just take over. It is so beautiful, and if you look just above there, you can see the parapets, and the parapets actually were restored by Haddon-Stone. And what they did was really, really interesting. They were so damaged that what they had to do is they had to come and pour a silicone mold in place, right? And that took kind of the impression of the parapets, took it back to the Haddon-Stone factory, fixed it, basically re-sculpted the parapets to look like the originals, and then re-poured the cast stone and then installed it back here on Waddesdon Manor. So it looks exactly like it used to back when Ferdinand the Rothschild initially made this, and they're so beautiful, and all the detail is there. I wish they were closer. I wish they were lower down so we can see them, but you can just see how beautiful they are. Oh my goodness. It's heaven. Oh my gosh, what a time to be here, huh?
You're not kidding.
Holy cow.
This is like something out of The Wizard of Oz.
This is, oh, you're right, The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz. Instead of poppies, it's...
We're on our way to the Emerald City.
The Emerald City. This is not poppies, this is daffodils. Oh my God.
After Waddesdon, we drove not 40 minutes over to a National Trust garden in Buckinghamshire called Stowe. Stowe is one of the most important landscape gardens ever created. Built in the early 1700s, it helped define what became known as the English landscape garden. Instead of rigid lines and formal symmetry, the designers created a landscape that feels natural, expansive, and almost painterly. The views unfold slowly as you walk. Temples appear in the distance, and the garden reveals itself one scene at a time. It was designed to feel like nature, but of course, every single view was carefully planned.
We're now here at Stowe. We're 30 minutes from where we were, and this is amazing. The one thing that we're going to see is that in the French style, it was very architectural, and what they do is they try to control nature. Well, in the English gardens, and known by Sir Lancelot Brown or Capability Brown, he embodied nature. Yes, there's architecture, yes, there's structure, but instead of trying to harness it, they heralded it. They enjoyed it. They made that the feature rather than trying to control it. I mean, can we get more gorgeous than this?
This is incredible.
This is incredible. This is picturesque. It's bucolic. You can see where Stowe is, the house. But I mean,
this looks
how can
like
this be more amazing?
This looks like it was naturally here.
Yes.
But it wasn't.
Yes.
This was all man-made.
This is all man-made. The lake was man-made, but they celebrated nature rather than trying to control it. And it's amazing.
And what we're going to see here is a lot of rolling fields.
Yeah, we're going to see rolling hills. We're going to see ha-ha walls. We're going to see big forests and everything.
Explain what a ha-ha is.
A ha-ha wall is a low wall that controlled the environment because, again, when you have different changes in elevation, you have to be able to control a little bit of the elevation. So they would do these low ha-ha walls that were level, and then they disappear into the distance.
It's
just
so
amazing.
Cool. It's
I mean,
so
turn
cool.
around, look at this little temple.
Yeah.
Isn't
this incredible? And just to know that Capability Brown, he started here.
Yes.
This is where he started. This was his first job.
This was his first job. He trained here. He was the head gardener. And when he left, that's when he became famous.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look at his handiwork.
I know.
And you look at this and you go, oh my, this is magnificent.
And at our last place we were at, Waddesdon, which is crazy that there's two incredibly historical gardens 30 minutes away from each other.
Yes,
yeah, 40 minutes away from each other. The last place was, Victorian, it was French, it was very controlled and ornate. And then you come here, this is English.
Yes, this is English.
This is English.
The whole idea of you don't have the straight lines. You have the rolling hills. You have the bucolic views. You have the picturesque forests. You have the big lakes and everything. Again, the structure, the formalities here, but oh my God, the softening and this celebrates nature rather than trying to control it.
Yes. One thing they did control, though, is this is the entrance road. This is where all the horse and carriages came down to get to the house, and they said it goes diagonal to the house so that the riders really see what they're going to.
Exactly.
That was showing off, right?
Exactly. The obelisk that we're looking at in the distance, I mean, again, you look over the lake, it's surrounded by the most gorgeous tree line, and then you look straight ahead into this incredible obelisk.
It's almost pulling you forward.
I know. It's
right?
Talk about a focal point. That is spectacular.
And you can see on either side, it's all natural.
Yes.
Very nature, right? And then all of a sudden, there's the structure.
There's the structure. And it's one of the things that I tell people. You always have to have some sort of a focal point, whether it be a fountain, whether it be a piece of art, whether it be a piece of architecture, something that captures your eye and makes it go towards it. And then look in the foreground, we have all of the daffodils, which is, oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh, so we are here early, right?
Yes.
What? Mid-March, is that what it is?
Mid-March.
Blinking. I'm so turned around, jet-lagged. Mid-March, and so we're not seeing a lot of like annual blooms, but we're seeing so many bulbs, and that is amazing. Daffodils as far as the eye can see.
Wow.
Wow, that's right. So talk to me a little bit about the structures in landscapes, like why it's important to have structures.
Well, they give you a source of destination. Of course, structures, a lot of them, whether it be a gazebo for viewing, entertaining. Again, it gives you something a focal point, something to enjoy.
A reason to walk over there.
Reason to go. You know, it's like in a suburban yard, a lot of times we'll put a gazebo in there, but we won't just shove it out there. We'll put a fireplace.
Yeah.
So that people leave and go sit by the fire in this covered area. Or if you've got a swimming pool and you need some shade, you'll put a shade structure so that you can get out of the hot sun and sit there. But it's a destination. And a lot of the structures, they're destinations.
Right.
They're a reason to go there rather than just throwing it there. They're a reason to go sit, to go enjoy, to go view. And sometimes it's just a focal point. And in this garden, I'm blown away.
And just like you always tell me, you need pathways.
You need pathways.
To be able to use certain parts of your garden, it opens up parts of the garden. I feel like putting like a sculpture or like a bird bath back. It makes your garden bigger.
It makes it
because
bigger.
You want to go back there.
Exactly. And the whole idea of pathways is function, to be able to arrive, to be able to get to it. The one thing that I don't know what this is like at night, but in a lot of suburban gardens, having lighting at night.
Gosh, can you imagine all the stuff lit up?
I can only imagine.
I don't know. I have no idea. But look, we are in a nature reserve.
Exactly.
Not because we just read on the guidebook that lake that I showed you guys before, that started off as an octagon-shaped lake, like the shape of a stop sign, and then they naturalized it because they wanted everything to look like it's been here forever.
But this is amazing. Look at this. You've got this wonderful pond, this gorgeous pond, and then for an accent, we have this incredible urn.
Look at this. And this urn makes you want to walk over here.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Wow.
Michael, look.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Oh my God.
Are you kidding?
Okay, I got to get a picture.
I hope this is coming across on camera, because this is covering such a large area, and everywhere you look, you see another statue or a rotunda or what would you call that thing, Chris? This one?
The column.
The column. The main house.
An obelisk or a temple or...
the arch. This is just beautiful. So beautiful.
This is spectacular. That is the Temple of Virtue. I mean, focal point, again, you have the trees over here, and then all of a sudden a focal point, the Temple of Virtue.
Yeah.
And the hillside is supposed to represent the Elysian fields, and this is all the good choices you make.
The choices in life that you make.
Yeah, the choices
right?
of life that you make. Oh. And then as you come down, one of the things that is really interesting is this dark, murky water feature, water pond, it's dark and murky. It's supposed to represent the river Styx, and that's the evil, death. That's the river of death, and those are the bad choices.
So this is virtue.
Virtue.
This is the path that you choose in life.
And this is death. Yes, which is so interesting.
It's crazy. Yeah, and it's crazy that they've even made the decision to make it murky.
Yes.
Because it further emphasizes the point that they're trying to make.
And look at the bridge.
And then the bridge over there. Yeah. And then over here. This is just incredible.
It's just incredible.
So it's funny. I'm so glad someone told us that if we see this water feature and it looks kind of murky, that's actually on purpose.
Yes, and that was done to represent the river Styx, and that's death.
On purpose.
Yes.
It is just.
And look at the trees that they put in the background, which makes it even more dramatic.
It's amazing what landscaping can do.
Yes.
Tell a whole story.
It can tell a whole story.
All right, you guys. So that was a pretty magical day, huh?
Amazing.
Oh my God. First of all, we got to experience all the weather.
Yes, sunny and clear.
Sun and beautiful.
And now it's rainy and it's beautiful.
It's English.
Yes, it's English weather.
Wait, I got to go get a cuppa after this. So we started off at Waddesdon, which was very formal, very elegant, very just showy.
Showy, but I have to say, the field of daffodils, it was like going to the Emerald City.
Yeah.
Yeah, going down. Oh my!
It was so amazing.
Yes. And now we came to Stowe.
Yes.
Which.
Well, I have to say, this has been my favorite.
Yeah.
This is landscaping just on a platter.
On a platter.
Right?
It is. It's architecturally amazing. It's horticulturally brilliant.
Yes.
The views, the vistas, the ruins, the follies, everything that anyone would absolutely adore. Ideas for the homeowner, ideas just for the soul. I'm almost speechless.
Yeah.
And that, for me, that's a lot.
Michael Grossman, that's a big deal.
Lot.
But seriously, every corner that you turn around a place like this just goes to show how much you can do in your garden.
Absolutely.
And what an impact the garden can have on you,
Absolutely.
Right? And what an impact, I just have to say, because we're here things to Haddonstone, what an impact structure on your garden can have
Absolutely.
on you. Right?
And again, landscaping feeds the soul.
Yeah, and how special for two such historical gardens to be so close to each other, and we're only scratching the surface.
Yes, we are.
We are only scratching the surface. So stay tuned for another day. Tomorrow, the video coming out tomorrow, we're actually going to the Haddonstone factory, and we're going to see behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, that
so
is
we're
going
to see how. I mean, this is natural stone, right, Chris?
Yes.
This is the Palladian Bridge at Stowe. This is natural stone. We're going to see cast stone, which will last just as long and be just as beautiful and really, really special. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.
Thank you.